Hello, my name is John Laurinaitis. I am the former permanent general manager of SmackDown and Raw. I am a former executive vice president of talent relations, and I am the new general manager of RawIsWar brand for the WWE. Now let's get straight to business. The King of the Ring pay-per-view is only a month away, and we have to decide a King of the Ring tournament. Instead of a tournament this year, we will have a King of the Ring series. Whoever has the top 2 scoring amounts at the end of the month will face off in a match at the King of the Ring pay-per-view and will be named King of the Ring for 2012. The names of the King of the Ring participants are as follows: Undertaker, Bret Hart, Bradshaw, Kane, Big Show, Paul White, the Big Show, Big Boss Man, Triple H 99, and Vader. Thank you for listening to my suggestion, and have a very good Raw is War viewing. Well, you heard it from John Laurinaitis. Here comes Y2J. We're gonna have a King of the Ring tournament, but Y2J Chris Jericho is on his way to the ring this past Sunday at the it wasn't Survivor Series, I'm thinking my real life. This past Sunday at, what was it? Over the Limit? There we go, that sounds right. Over the Limit pay-per-view. Came back, was made the special guest referee for a match between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, and got ejected from Mr. John Laurinaitis. And now John Laurinaitis has made a King of the Ring tournament. Let's see what Chris Jericho has to say about this. My name is Chris Jericho. Normally, I'd come out here and I would say, welcome to Raw is... And it seems Triple H has just interrupted Y2J here. I'm not quite sure why. But Triple H is on his way to the ring, and it looks like he's down to business today. Not a whole lot of happy times for Triple H. What is going to go down between these two gentlemen in the ring? Look, you ass clown. I didn't get my time out here for you to just come out here crotch chopping and spitting water in fans' faces just so you could interrupt me. I have something to say. Why am I not in this King of the Ring tournament, and why is someone like you in it? Huh? Huh? Can you answer that, big boy? Listen, Jericho, you can come out here with your silly ponytail, your stupid, ridiculous tights, your dumb little goatee, and you can jabberwocky your way into any match you want, but the fact of the matter is, this past Sunday, you tried to screw Shawn Michaels out of the championship. Don't deny it, that's what you did. And I am not gonna stand for it, so I'm gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone tonight. I'm gonna take you on in a match, and I'm gonna get me some King of the Ring series points, and avenge that little scam you tried to pull on Sunday night. So tonight, 1-on-1, it's gonna be me versus you, ass clown. Oh man, tonight, 1-on-1, Triple H 99 versus Chris Jericho. This is gonna be an interesting one. Stay tuned. And welcome back to Raw is War. We are coming back with a match here. Diamond Dallas Page versus Goldust. And judging by the words from Triple H just a minute ago at the beginning of Raw is War, it seems like tonight he is out for blood against Chris Jericho. He is not happy with the way Shawn Michaels got a Raw deal on Sunday, but nevertheless, Shawn Michaels found a way to fight through the screw job kept his title against Bret Hart. History did not repeat itself, and he is still your champion. Tonight you will see two of his top #1 contenders go one-on-one in a last man standing match. They have changed it from a Falls Count Anywhere to a last man standing match as of now. It's going to be Stone Cold versus Mankind. It's going to be a big one for your main event this evening. And for a sub-main event, you have Triple H versus Chris Jericho. What a RawIsWar lineup we have tonight. It's going to be good. Also coming up tonight, a tag team match between the McMahons and Gangrel and Grandmaster Sexay. Not sure why they're now on a team. They really changed a whole lot on the card, to be totally honest. And then we've got this match, and I think a couple other ones. I think we have Mark Henry, old school Mark Henry, versus a I don't remember who that one is. Maybe that one was I don't remember who it was. And remember, people, on this brand, we control X-Pac. So, just keep that in mind as you go through. Whenever we see X-Pac, we have to control him. We're going to make him into some sort of storyline. But I don't remember seeing him on the card this evening, so not a whole lot for X-Pac. Goldust, a very awkward individual, paints his face gold, puts on his gold tights. It's kind of strange, and I've said in previous videos the history of this character. He is not one to I probably wouldn't talk to the guy if it were me and I had just met him and I wasn't a fan of his. I wouldn't talk to him. He kind of seems like an odd duckling, you know. Diamond Dallas Page, on the other hand, seems like a guy you want to go and have the proverbial beer with. Now, I don't drink beer, but this is something that I would probably do if I did do it with DDP. The guy seems cool. He does his own little yoga class. He looks amazing. You would think that this is the model they gave from him years ago. No, this is kind of what he looks like today. It's amazing how DDP looks today, and because he's quite old, and he can still hit his Diamond Cutter RKO. Goldust taking control of this match with a scoop slam, kick to the gut. And these two are not in the King of the Ring tournament. They are probably jockeying their way for a chance at the Brahma Bull Championship, though. That would be something I would be eager to watch. The Rock is your Brahma Bull champion. He also had a hand in trying to give Bret Hart the championship, trying to protect him from losing it as well. And he couldn't get it done. John Laurinaitis again on Sunday, really ruining the plans of Bret Hart and Chris Jericho, and even The Rock. The Rock was involved in it. And it all kind of went to hell for those three. And their plan failed, and your champion still Shawn Michaels. Gotta wonder if we're gonna see Shawn Michaels in the main event tonight. He definitely is the champion, and he's one of those champions where he makes things happen. He's a great wrestler. I would most likely relate him to a Dolph Ziggler type character. And DDP going for a sit-down powerbomb. Maybe going for a pin? One? No? Okay. But Shawn Michaels can definitely do what it takes to win a championship and hold it for a very long time. Shawn Michaels is just that strong of a character. And it seems his two #1 contenders right now are Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mankind, and they're going to be battling it out here tonight. DDP has been basically in the first match of this series. I think he was on SmackDown, actually, for the first part of this series. And he was in maybe the first match maybe 8 times out of however many weeks we had of it. Maybe it was actually 8, it could have been 8, because this is RawIsWar number 9, I think. So yeah, he was there 100%. No, it was for a majority of the very first matches, though. He would go up against, you know, just random people. I think Jinder Mahal was one of them. Let's see, Diamond Cutter, somebody. I think Miz was one of them. I don't know. It's not really memorable, and neither is this match. This match really is not going to affect anything. DDP is fun to play as, but I just really can't think of anything for this guy. He's just kind of sitting on the bench right now. And Goldust, he's a comedy character. Goldust will never win anything. He won't get any gold that he so desperately seeks in this universe mode. So if you're looking for that, go somewhere else. Cody Rhodes, on the other hand, his brother, yeah, I would do that. I would put a championship on him. Absolutely. Funny thing is, I'm probably a lot like Goldust. I don't take criticisms well. I get extremely angry at people who would make fun of me for me being who I am. And I guess that's what Goldust was really all about. He was just an odd duckling, and he didn't really care. Very innovative, because a lot of people around that time were still kind of homophobic, and it was a shame. But they were really, really bad, and I can only imagine living in that era and just being Goldust and having to live with those insults every night coming out of the ring. It'd be very strange. But I don't know. I guess he dealt with it in his own way, because now he's on Twitter blocking people like it's a game of chess or something. Goldust has his finisher. And we're coming to the end of this match. Diamond Dallas Page looking for a superplex on Goldust. Hits. And now Diamond Dallas Page has his signature. Using the right hands, the left hand, another right, and a clothesline. DDP looking for the Diamond Cutter. He's calling for it. And he hits it on Goldust. Is he going to get the pin? 1, 2, 3, and that's it. It is over. Goldust loses to Diamond Dallas Page in the first match of the first Raw is War episode of this newly improved universe mode. And let's see if we have any moments here. I doubt it, because it did say that we could interfere, and typically that means that nothing's going to happen. So let's move on to the next match here. I think it's Old School Mark Henry versus, let's see, if I can remember. Oh, it was Scotty 2 Hotty. It was Scotty 2 Hotty. Now, I'm wondering why Gangrel isn't going up against Mark Henry, and Scotty 2 Hotty and Grandmaster Sexay should be taking on the McMahons. But I guess because I destroyed all the tag teams, I'm going to start new and fresh. And it seems that if the McMahons want to get together as a tag team, they're going to get together as a tag team. And here comes Scott 2 Hot. That was his old name, Scott 2 Hot Goldman or something like that. Scotty 2 Hotty. I remember hearing an interview with this guy saying that that this shtick. Oh, I love this entrance. Nation of Domination. Very cool. That his whole, you know, Scotty 2 Hotty shtick was just an idea that they just kind of threw out there, almost like the Brodus Clay thing, and then it just ran forever. So, and that's just what happened. He just sold it, and he wasn't too great at it at first. He wasn't the Scotty 2 Hotty that most of you would know if you go look back at all the really old, good classic matches they had against people like who was it? The old school Japanese people where Funaki first came into the mix. And the guy who was cutting up Val Venus's sausages. It was a wild time. If you haven't seen any of these videos, look them up. They're amazing. Invest in some old WWE classics, or there's some streams on the internet that really just play 24 hours of old school Raw. I'm not sure if they're still there, but they were there. And that's where I got most of my Attitude Era knowledge. Mark Henry in the old school Nation of Domination was actually very interesting. I was never a Nation of Domination fan until I started watching those videos. And it really opened my eyes to how good most of these people were. The only thing I really regret about them having Nation of Domination in here is that they don't have D'Lo Brown. D'Lo Brown was my favorite Nation of Domination member, because he would do this head jiggle, this head wag thing, and he'd stick his tongue out before he hit his splash from the top rope. His whole gimmick was that he got injured on his chest region or something like that, so he had to wear a protective chest plate, which was kind of contradictory to being a wrestler. You'd think that they'd take him out, but they didn't. So it's kind of like Cody Rhodes' mask. So if you're new and you haven't watched Attitude Era, it's a lot like Cody Rhodes' mask, where he used to have the mask and he could use it in the matches. This was D'Lo Brown's gimmick. He was basically the, what was it, the Cruiserweight Champion? No, it was European Champion, I think. And he would just use that chest protector to his advantage in every single match. And it was great. It was awesome. I loved it. And it looked like it hurt and it sold well. One of his main feuds was against X-Pac, to be totally factual. And, well, the one that I saw, at least. And it was really good. Also in Nation of Domination, The Godfather. So a bunch of good personalities. Farouk, The Rock, Mark Henry, also Nation of Domination members. You know, it was just a good time in that part of the Attitude Era. And it'd be nice to get a DVD from WWE that has the full episodes. I don't want to see highlights. I want to see the full archives. I want to see everything. And because that's just kind of who I am. And that's kind of how I play my universe mode, is I show you everything. Because I don't want that one person out there, because I know most of you just probably want to say, oh, play one guy, just play X-Pac, and do storylines around him. And that's fine, and I will do that. But there's also some people out there who are like me, and this is why I started to do this, is because other uploaders wouldn't. People like me who wanted to see everything. I wanted to see how different my universe was to their universe mode, and they just didn't do that. Nova was probably the person who came closest to do it, Uber Haxer Nova. But the only problem is he did 2-3 episodes, got halfway through a match card, and gave up on it totally, because it's just not his type of game. He loves wrestling. He's just more entertaining in other things. That's his whole thing. So he's the one that came closest to it, and I really think I'm the only one. If you guys are subscribed to any other people who do the same type of playthrough as me, who play every single match, that would be lovely if you would send them, or not send them a message, but just put in the comments their channel, so I could try to go and see what they're doing. Because to me, I'm still a fan of the wrestling portion. The wrestling is why I got into YouTube uploading. I feel like I could do a better job than most of the uploaders, because I feel like I could give you the full experience. And if you guys want to skip around and only watch the X-Pac parts, then you can, as we win Scotty Too Hottie here. So that's kind of what I want to do, and it's got good reception so far. I've had a couple people come to my channel and say, I doubt that you do the full playthroughs of every single match on Universe Mode, but I'm going to watch your thing anyway. And then they subscribe because they realize that, yes, that's what I do. That is my thing. I just love doing everything. Even in basketball, I show you, in my basketball playthroughs, I show you all sorts of things. I show you funny stats. And if you don't want to watch it, skip it. You know, and that's just my advice. If you don't want to watch all these matches, these junk matches in the beginning, skip it. And now that I'm done ranting and raving, we'll get back to the entertaining, hopefully. So here we go. What's the next match? We do have the McMahons going up against Grandmaster Sexay and Gangrel. Now this I'm going to find very interesting, because why not have the McMahons team up after this? And it's also, I could not interfere in this match, so something's going to go down. We'll have to figure out what it is. As here comes Grandmaster Sexay, the actual child of Jerry the King Lawler. Look at him dancing. And here comes Gangrel, also a unique character. One of my favorites growing up. I remember Bloodbath, and that's really all I remember from him. I don't remember Edge or Christian from this guy. I just remember Bloodbath and him spitting blood. Now, Shane and Vince McMahon have been crucial parts of the WWE. I used to hate them feuding with DX in 2007 is when I'm speaking here. In 2007, 2008, 2009, I think early 2010, they were still feuding with DX. And at the time, I didn't appreciate it. I loved DX. I just could not stand the McMahons wanting to fight in matches. It was very annoying to me. But I rewatched it on the DX tapes, and it's just kind of interesting to see people like Dolph Ziggler and Mitch and all of these Spirit Squad members who are now other wrestlers. It's just very interesting to me. Kenny Dykstra, remember that guy? I doubt it. So Spirit Squad was awesome. Rated RKO was awesome. They went up against DX a little while. So the McMahons really have a key foothold in this business. And even Vince McMahon coming back about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and fighting CM Punk in a no disqualification match. Wow, was I so impressed with that. It was amazing. It was so good. And even though Punk kind of punched a guy in the face after that match, which, you know, the fans were getting hostile. Do what you gotta do, Punk. If I was that fan in the crowd, I would have been happily punched. It would have been great. I would have loved it. I just got punched by CM Punk, and it got caught on camera. This is amazing. I want front row tickets to the next event now. That's what I would have demanded, but in a happy way. But anyway, back to the point. Vince McMahon was very impressive, even of how old he is. I don't know his exact age, but he's really old, and he can still go. It is amazing. I'm wondering, with all his extra money that he doesn't give to Linda. Oh, look at this, he's already bleeding. What? How is he already bleeding with only yellow? Weird, it's those goggles, they must be sharp. So, yeah, so just him with the money doesn't give to Linda. I'm wondering if he kind of, like, doses up on some crazy medicine that we, the common people, the poor, don't know about, because this guy looks amazing. He looks exactly like this. It's just insane. So he's still impressive. Shane McMahon, I'm sad that he's gone. I wish he would come back. He was awesome. He's got a little gray hair now, if you haven't seen any recent pictures of him. It's very strange. It is very, very strange to see Shane McMahon with gray hair. Or maybe he just didn't dye it that part of the year or something. I don't know. So what should we do with these McMahons, though? Should we have them team up and start a stable? Like, that's what we were going to start doing with them before we reset. And that's what I was happy with. I was happy with them starting a stable, because that's kind of what they do. They get a big group of guys together, and then they just go up against a tag team. But, so, I think we should start out by making them a team first, and we'll just start there. Baby steps with stables. You gotta if you're gonna make a stable, make it a good one. Don't just lump people together, or else you're gonna get something like 3-man band. And that's just a cluster F. I kind of don't want to say it. I'm gonna be a little PG here. A cluster F of 3 people who don't have anything in common, who just got together. And I will admit that I was wrong, because it's still a 3-man band. 3MB is still entertaining to me, even though I hated it at first. And this son of a bitch is not gonna get me tagged out of this match. Mr. McMahon dominating Grandmaster Sexay. Gangrel not doing a whole lot of anything in this match, not helping Grandmaster Sexay. They just don't have the chemistry that Shane McMahon and Vince do. Let's get Shane O'Mac in this match. Let's do a coast-to-coast drop kick in the corner. There we go. Shane's going to take him out, and Vince is going to take out Gangrel. These two have had a feud for 2 years. In my old playthrough, every week it would be Gangrel versus Mr. McMahon. Every once in a while changing it to Gold Dust. It was just very annoying that that's what it kept doing. And Shane McMahon going for the pin. 1, 2, and 3. Look at that. The McMahons standing tall on the first episode of RawIsWar after the reset. And we just dominated that match. Oh my goodness. He was bleeding before he even hit moderate. The McMahons are a formidable team in the RawIsWar brand, and we are going to create some tag team champions, or we might just add one of the old ones in or something, and maybe the McMahons are going to become the very first team in the RawIsWar brand. So welcome the team of Shane and Vince McMahon, the McMahons. Very good. Moving on, what do we got next? And here we go. Here's your sub-main event of the evening. Chris Jericho 99 versus Triple H 99. Earlier in the night, Chris Jericho came out, tried to cut a promo about how he should belong in the King of the Ring tournament. And Triple H kind of interrupted it immediately and really wants revenge for the attempt at Shawn Michaels getting screwed out of the championship last Sunday. So this is now a match. If Triple H wins this, he will get a point going to, or I think I might actually do it with a record. It'll be 1-0 for Triple H, and we'll just keep that up there. Or it'll be a 0.5. We'll do that. We'll do it kind of like how NBA does it. It'll be a 0.5 because Chris Jericho is not, I repeat, Chris Jericho is not a King of the Ring participant. Now again, I just chose the King of the Ring participants, even numbered, even in how popular they are and how unpopular they are, or how little known they were. And I've got a plan for this, so hopefully it goes well. Triple H, if he wins, obviously gonna get some points here and a 0.5 lead over the rest of the people because they're not in the match card tonight. I don't know why. They're just not. So here comes old school Triple H. Triple H 99. Badass Legolas is what I like to call it. Look at that. Looks like he can hold a bow. Alright, so yeah, and I'm not going to change many of these matches on Universe Mode unless it's a pay-per-view or it's a match that I definitely want to play on a non-pay-per-view show. So if, say, Big Boss Man doesn't get a match, sucks to be Big Boss Man. Here we go, we're going to be Triple H. We're going to be Triple H here and kind of shut Chris Jericho up. If all goes to plan, that is. Typically, things don't go my way. I think someone commented on my Over the Limit pay-per-view. I got screwed maybe 4 times out of the 8 matches that were on the card. It was not good. It was not my best showing at all. I don't remember exactly how many they were, but like just seemed every match I played was me not winning, and that really screwed things up.
Jericho so adept at thinking 3 steps ahead and turn defense into offense in a moment.
Triple H reversing Chris Jericho's attack, and look at this, a reverse DDT to the back of the neck. Oh my gosh. And we want to work on his head to set up for the pedigree. Chris Jericho really interesting in his 99. I think I prefer... I don't know who I prefer more. I kind of liked Trollface Jericho more than Businessman Jericho. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is old school Jericho. This is Raw is Jericho. And then he came back in like 2007 with a businessman type Jericho. He was only face for like a month, and then he was a businessman and that's when he started Jericho, and it was amazing, and Jericho was just awesome at everything he did, and that's why he became the best in the world at everything he does. It was really good. Heel Jericho's amazing. And then he came back as a troll Jericho, and this, I call him Troll Jericho, because for a month that's all he did was troll us. Troll Jericho just kind of... Yeah, we called him the Jeritroll. I was trying to think of what the nickname was, and immediately, as first week, I was like, uh-oh, that was weird. Did we just get trolled? And by the second week, everyone I knew was saying, oh, he's the Jeritroll, and it was amazing. I think even Chris Jericho tweeted about being the Jeritroll or something, or retweeted something about it. It was really good. It was really funny. So I kind of like the Jeritroll more than the businessman. I don't know. I'm still kind of... Both of them are on the same level for me, just because I guess he had a feud with CM Punk for quite a while, and it was amazing. But, I mean, Businessman Jericho was just as good with Jericho. It was very good. So I don't know about Jericho 99. Jericho 99 kind of, you know, a little over-eccentric. I remember when he got fired, when he lost his match against John Cena in 2005, and he got tossed in the garbage truck. I remember when that happened, and I was not pleased, because, first of all, at that point, I did not like Cena, and I was sad to see Jericho go, but at that point, Jericho was staled out. He just wasn't coming up with good things. He hosted the Divas Search. It was not good. And there we go. We hit the pedigree on Jericho. Is this going to pick up an easy win? So I'm glad he left, but it was really sad that he left for the 2 years that he was gone. And Jericho gets put down by the Game, Triple H. The Game is the leader. Let me write down this right now. Triple H is the leader after week 1 with 0.5 points. Very good. Let's see if we have anything that happens here. In a show of appreciation, Chris Jericho accepts. What? Jericho accepts the appreciation from Triple H. What was that about? Very strange, especially with Chris Jericho being a heel. This is the problem, of course, with me putting storylines in the universe mode before knowing what goes on, is sometimes plans change. So maybe Chris Jericho might actually screw Triple H later just to cover my bases or something. But Jericho is not the winner tonight. And Triple H goes up 0.5 above all the rest as to being the king of the ring. What do we got next? Is it the main event? And it is. Look at that. We got the main event. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Mankind in a last man standing match. Is this a #1 contenders match? Or is it just a feud match that they throw in there? Last man standing. I mean, that fits perfectly with the old school Attitude Era. As here comes the Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Ready to open up a can of whoop-ass on Mankind here. Stone Cold wants to become the champion again. Stone Cold, he's never really been a heel. And oh, look at Paul White. Paul White. Oh my gosh. Wow. Throwing Mankind in. What is Paul White? He should be focused on the King of the Ring tournament. What is he doing attacking Mankind? And this is going to give an easy win to Stone Cold, I hope.
I think it's safe to say, King, that he's not...
And Stone Cold just flipping him off. He doesn't care. Stone Cold does not care if Mankind came without a missing leg. He doesn't care. He's gonna fight this match, and he is gonna hopefully win it, because that's kind of where I want things to go. Mankind and Paul White gonna have a feud, I suppose. And they actually did have a match. I believe it was at a WrestleMania, and I think it was a Falls Count Anywhere match. And by the end of it, there was blood and glass, and Mankind was shuddering. It was frightening. Oh! Suplex through the table and stomping a mud hole in Mankind. Wow. Stone Cold Steve Austin just taking control of this match. Putting the ass whooping on Mankind. Mankind getting 0 offense in here. We're playing on Legend difficulty, which I'm sure is the largest difficulty. Mankind not gonna hit me with my own trash can. I won't allow it. Look at that, we got it set up. I love it when it does that, because now I can angle it perfectly. Oh! Ooh, you're lucky. You're so lucky. Get your ass up, Mankind. Oh, man. Oh, get him. Oh, and it's just going to be an armbar. I want to hit him through the trash can. That's my goal. Mankind biting the forehead of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And if I'm not really talking at the end here, it's because I ran out of Pepsi. I'm uber annoyed. I don't have Pepsi to soothe my throat. And what I guess you're saying, why can't you drink water? Well, I'm a ginger, so I can drink fatty sodas and eat candy all day long and not gain any weight. Now, I am just as unhealthy, but at least I'm gonna have a happy life. So I'm not gaining any weight from this. I'm actually losing weight. I think if I ate healthier, I'd actually gain weight. I think that's how it works with me. So I am the Ginger King, and that's why I don't drink water. Is why drink something so bland and boring and just tasteless, the base taste of all human beings, when I can eat and drink these things and really not be affected by them. So that's why I'm not drinking water. I do have orange juice. I'm planning on going and get, but I'm doing this as a full. Oh my hell! Whoa! Oh my God! Mankind just catapulted that trash can into the crowd. That was not safe. So yeah, that's I'm gonna go get the orange juice, but that'll be after this episode. I don't want to interrupt anything, and I don't feel like editing out a minute of time of me not talking. I cannot believe the glitches that happen in this game still, and I hope that they never go away, because they are amazing. Let's get a table. Mankind likes falling off of objects into tables. So let's just set this up right here. Oh, I don't know if that's right. Maybe it is. Maybe that's right. Come on, Mankind. Get on in here. We'll flip him off. Oh, and he reverses it through the ropes. Wow. He's stone cold. Oh, we could have done it there. Damn it. Oh, well, we'll do the Luthez. We'll do the stunner, and then we'll set him up to go through the table. Because typically when you do a finisher in these types of matches, it doesn't work. I don't know, maybe we'll just kind of toss his ass through the table. Oh, I guess it just wants me to do the stunner then. Okay, stunner. Stunner to Mankind. Mankind is down. And he's really injured, so I would expect this to go quite quickly here. Toss him up, and we're gonna get rid of him. Oh no, we have to run. No. Oh, Mankind reverses. Oh, and he missed. What a failure. Maybe he has to be set up, yeah, like this for it to work. Or maybe Stone Cold can't do it. Oh, and there it goes through the table. That's what we wanted. Perfect. No replay? No replay? Come on, ref, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, ref. 6, 7. If he gets back up. Oh, and we hit him and he's bleeding. Mankind is bleeding now. And a punch with the steel chair. Come on, Mankind. Come at me. Come on. Oh, and we reverse it, and there he goes. Through. Oh, man. Mankind in all types, whenever he's in these types of matches, just gets beaten up like nothing else. His body is so ravaged, it's just pointless to put him through any type of rehab. Oh no, give me the bell, give me the bell. Give me it. Oh, no. Give it to me, and I'm gonna hit you with it. That's what's gonna happen. And he hits him with the ring bell, and the ring bell goes flying. Stone Cold Steve Austin, ever since the interruption from Paul White, has really dominated the match. Mankind attempting to come back here, but I mean, what can you do? He's been put through a table. He's been attacked by Paul White. He's landed on a trash can and bent the trash can, crushed it almost as if it was a soda can. Stone Cold getting ready to end it here. With a Stone Cold Stunner, and it connects. And will Mankind have the intestinal fortitude to get up from this? I doubt it, to be totally honest. I think it's over. Ref at a 3 count. Is Mankind gonna answer the 10 count? I highly doubt it. Come on now. Don't do this to me, Mankind. Don't make me do what I need to do to put you down. Don't make me kill you. That's what it's gonna take. 9. Come on, just one more, ref. And 10. Stone Cold Steve Austin getting the advantage in the #1 contendership race for the championship. And look at that, through the table. Wow. And that really hurt, putting Mankind in all sorts of pain. And this is where he gets bloodied. Yeah, Mankind with the proverbial crimson mask gets backdropped into the trash can, still not giving up. Gets hit in the head with the ring bell, and then Stone Cold put him away with a Stone Cold Stunner. That's a lot of carnage to put one man through in one night. And is there going to be respect here? Yes, Mankind and Stone Cold still respect each other after that match. And Stone Cold, I guess, and Mankind are both good guys here. So, and there you have it. That's it for your Raw is War episode. And I left this one all the way at a 40-minute thing, one whole episode. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to get copyrighted, because I've watched most of the entrances and stuff like that. So if it's copyrighted, whatever, you know. No biggie. No biggie. Let's preview some SmackDown here. Ted DiBiase going one-on-one against Hunico, Jeff Hardy, Bully Ray, and AJ Styles in a triple threat match. What is this, TNA? Jinder Mahal takes on Cody Rhodes. Sin Cara and Great Khali going up against Kevin Nash and Heath Slater. Does Nash want to become part of the 3-man band? What is this? What is this? This match card is just so weird. And in the main event, oh yuck, the rivalry that I never want to see again. Randy Orton versus Wade Barrett. Ugh. Kind of a flat ending there, but it is a Falls Count anywhere, so we'll have to see what goes on there. Are these two going to become a team? Sin Cara and Great Khali, are you kidding me? That would be a monstrous team to beat. Wow. And we have a TNA match and then a throwaway match here. Just, wow, very interesting matches here. And this is what I wanted, something interesting. And who were we? We were the WWE Champion, Chris Jericho, and we are not on that card either. We might have to assert our dominance over these two. Maybe, maybe not. I'll think about what I want to do with Chris Jericho on SmackDown. What I want his main goal to be. It looks like The Rock's #1 contender is Chris Jericho. Shawn Michaels is Stone Cold. And look at those three Mick Foley characters. I want to avoid this as much as possible, but I'm leaving them in just because. My #1 contender right now is Daniel Bryan. Randy Orton, Wade Barrett, nowhere near it. So I just need to work. Jinder Mahal's the #1 contender. This is very strange. I'm very weirded out by SmackDown right now. I need to get my thoughts together and take some time to plan SmackDown out. I have a vision for Raw. I have a vision for Raw is War. I do not have anything for SmackDown, and I kind of need to get my head clear for it, and I need to make sure that there's a clear route for Friday Night SmackDown, so there might be a little bit of a gap, because I'll be playing other games, and I'll be thinking up a way to get Chris Jericho involved in this universe mode. Thank you for watching this super long episode of the Raw is War brand, and I hope you were entertained. Thank you for watching, and we will see you for Friday Night SmackDown.